Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. We're jumping straight back into it, so if you want to keep up to date with all the videos, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. There's about 80% of you at the moment which aren't subscribed who are watching my videos. You may not even know it if you are watching my videos, and may not know that you're not subscribed, so make sure you just chuck a subscribe down there. Really helps me go a long way. We've actually hit 250, which is awesome. Means that we're obviously making moves towards that YouTube partnership, which I'm really kind of keen for. I noticed that it's a goal that's really achievable in the next kind of 6 to 12 months. So if we're kind of making moves towards that, that'll be awesome if you guys can leave a like down below. All right, let's jump back into it. So let me bring you in. We've got, at the moment, some boosted summons at the moment. The portal's glowing purple, so we've got some Void ×2. I've got a Void Shard here, which I ended up picking up from... what was it? I think it was maybe Campaign even. Been starting to hit a little bit more of Brutal, so I've got an extra few 5 Ancient Shards here. I'm going to collect those up as well. We'll kind of run through that. I don't actually think it was Campaign. I think it might have been maybe a challenge that I've ticked off or something like that. We went through this one last time. It might have even been a mission or something like that. And I've been picking up, you see here, I've got eight Ancient Shards. The month's ticked over in February now, where I'm starting to get them in the market again. So I've just been kind of picking them up. As you can see, I've unlocked more of the market because the Ancient Shard's been a bit further down. I only really unlock them when the Ancient Shard is there. So anyway, we've got that like we can pull later on. And I've also got a 60, which I'm probably going to be leveling up there as well today. So one other thing I just wanted to bring you in today was talk about the Altar of Souls. So I've got some awesome offers here available today, especially. I've got a High Katoon Soul here, which is really nice. So I'm going to be buying her soul as well. But I also picked up one for Husk, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't going to be putting him as my 60, the next 60, but I think that he will be a champion that I'll eventually level up and get into my teams. I need to ascend him to get him in there. I've just been powering through all of these missions and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm 16 out of 75. Last episode, I kind of left you off with, I just finished up the Sacred Shard, so I've done already 16 missions. I'm already into it. And this one I'm going to be kind of going through today. You see I got a lot of energy sitting there today. I ended up doing the daily login reward for day 43. I get 500 energy, and I've just started ticking off some of the quests here as well. So you see here I've done the classic arena challenge already there too, so I get the full energy refill. So let me jump into that so I can awaken these two people. Let's chuck Husk in there, awaken him up. He's got a little blessing on there now, which is really cool. I'll chuck High Katoon in there too. She's been my speed lead, which I think I'm going to probably put the Intimidating Presence, or what's the other one there? You've got Commanding Presence. Makes the team's aura stronger, so makes the speed lead a bit stronger even, so that she even goes a bit quicker, which is kind of nice. And if I get her leveled up through here, it really makes it a lot stronger. So let's chuck her in that. I think that's probably the best one for her. I don't think there's any others there that are really great. I don't think this is very good. I don't think that is either. Chainbreaker is alright, but I think Commanding Presence is better. Cruelty's okay, but I've already got Cruelty on my Genbo. I managed to pick up a soul for him. And then what was the last two here? Iron Will, no, and Heaven Cast. I don't really want any of that. So, so we've got a really nice blessing on her now, which is really cool. And as I said as well, Husk has also got one too, but I'll kind of talk a little bit more about him in a moment. So actually, let's kind of jump into that. So we had it there, we were talking about Vrask last time, and I think I'm going to level him up to 50. I've started working on some of his masteries as well. Just kind of plodding away there, trying to get some extra resources out of him. I built him up with 99% crit rate. It needs to be 100, but that's okay. I'm trying to build out a little bit more speed on him too. I think that he will be my next level 60. He brings a lot of healing here with his passive, so heals all allies by 10% of his HP whenever he inflicts a crit. So if I get him going fast with a lot of HP and a lot of crit, he'll deal a lot of, well, not a lot of damage, but he'll start kind of healing himself a lot more, and the team as well. I need to build his speed up a little bit faster so that he can get those turns going and really kind of make that happen. All of his skills scale off HP as well, so it's really quite nice there that he gets obviously more HP, that he heals more, he deals more damage, he obviously crits, so that kind of all works in there quite well. I'll build up his damage there a little bit more, but my main focus for him right now is his speed, making sure that he's got enough speed in there that he can really kind of deal some good damage. The other champion I was thinking about was Shinesha, but she has a heal there, which is on a 6-turn cooldown without the books. I have a few books here, but it's not enough to kind of make her work just yet, so I think I'm going to be putting her on the sidelines just for a second. I think Vrask, will be more important for me right now, and if I can build him out with a little bit more tank, that'd be really quite nice. My other option here is Demacia, who's been my revive champion. I've built her out with a shield set here now, so I've got her in some HP percent gloves, some speed boots, and this here's got a nice little speed roll with some HP percent there too. So she's sitting at 33k HP, and the shield there she gives out is like a kind of like 10k roughly shield, which is quite nice. So that then each of my champions at the start of each round get a 10k shield, which is quite good. So she's maybe another option there because getting her to level 60 will boost up her overall HP, so that's quite nice. I don't have any pots there, the basic pots there to get her up to the next level either. So I'm kind of just still sitting on the fence as to who I'm going to be leveling up. But let's jump into the Void Shard pool and kind of see who we get. And I might pull a few Ancients as well. I don't want to be pulling all of them, I don't think. I might start saving for them because there's a fusion out at the moment. Oella. She is quite strong by the looks of it. She kind of fills all turn meter, puts an increased resistance buff on there. This is really rare, this buff here, but I find that it's probably not the best buff. We also got a really nice heal and an increased duration of buffs, and then a decreased speed on the A1 as well, and just some extra healing there on her, a passive there too, and an ally resist in in dungeon battles. So you see here that this is kind of like the fusion setup at the moment. This rare champion, Shadow Bow Talik, he's an interesting defense-based champion. He's got a decreased attack on his A1, increased speed on all allies there for 2 turns there too, and a perfect veil as well, which means that he can be the stun target in Clan Boss if you kind of set that up right, where he places a veil on everyone else but himself. So that means the Demon Lord only sees Shadow Bow Talik or Talik as the only target there to make sure that he able to target for the stun. So and then everyone else as well gets a little bit extra decreased damage on the passive there too. So he's a really strong defense-based champion, which I'm kind of thinking about kind of going for at least one of them. I don't know if I'll have enough to get one in the champion chase, like the summon rush type events. I'm going to be pulling my shards, I think, now so that I can, let's kind of have a look at how many points I need to get one. 2,500, and I need, if you can have a look here, so champions, I need a good amount, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough for the rare in this one. I might be kind of going maybe for something like Ice Golem, because I have an Ice Golem tournament at the obviously the Ice Golem tournament's on at the moment, and I have an Ice Golem dungeon mission here too, so I may as well go for 2 birds with 1 stone and kind of knock both of those out as well. So let's jump into it. I've been kind of putting this off for a little while now. Let's start with the Void. 2 times chance. Will we see an epic? No, it's a rare. It's an Ox. So turn meter fill on his A1, decreased defense on the A2. It's a small version of it. Block active skills, which is kind of interesting. It's only a 50% chance. And extra damage there. We haven't really got much luck on the Void Shards so far. He doesn't really seem to be doing too much here. The block active skills is nice, but I just don't think that he'll be coming into my team at all. Let's jump into the Ancient Shards here. So we've got 8 here. Hopefully we try and pull something nice. It's his brother. We've got Berserker. This is a campaign farmable champion, so that's quite nice there. An AoE there which ignores 20% defense. I can imagine that, yeah, he seems okay in arena offense there. If you don't have a damage dealer, we've got plenty now that we probably don't have to worry about that. We've got Rough Stone coming in here. Attacks all enemies on an A1, so maybe he's an alright campaign champion. Maybe in a stun set he might be okay there as well. Ignores 50% defense, not too impressed. Let's jump to the next one. It's a Dwarf Candle Guard. Attacks one champion, removes a buff. Has a 50% chance of stealing one random buff instead if the target has 3 or more. So something really nice there for, I'd imagine Magic Keep would be up there, yep. 50% chance of a weaken and increased crit rate on herself. Not too impressed. Another rare champion, another Muck Stalker. Been through his kit multiple times, we pulled him a few times now. I think the same with Blood Rage. She's got a provoke, a 3-hitter, and then a heal reduction. Come on, let's pull something good. Come on. Ironclad. We've got like 3 of these guys already now, which is good because you can just use him as books if you want to. Hits really hard here with his passive. Attacks all enemies when you get heal going on with him. So he might be really nice pairing him with Vrask actually, if I can get like an overheal kind of mechanic going on with him. Come on, surely we pull at least one epic from this. Yep, War Priest, you get her already from like the first few missions of the game. Yes, here we go, epic. Ooh, Dur the Hungerer. Let's have a look. Stun on the A1, not bad. Reflect damage on all allies, and a continuous heal on all allies, then heals allies by... So that's actually, he's a really nice healer. And revives 2 random allies with 50% HP and feels turn meter. So he'd be really good for faction wars, Demon Spawn especially. Fire Knight as well, if you guys don't know how reflect damage works with Fire Knight Shield. The Fire Knight Shield takes, obviously, a certain amount of hits before it gets like taken away. So for example, if you need 10 turns or 10 hits to take the shield away, reflect damage, when the boss attacks it actually, if 5 enemies are alive with reflect damage on, that's automatically 5 hits of the shield which are gone. So he would actually be really kind of interesting to kind of build up, I think. I'm actually, look, man, he's got some crazy aesthetic going on here, but he's an interesting champion, which I'm actually going to think about kind of building out, actually, because I think that he could come in and replace Demacia pretty well, because Demacia here, she's got the revive here, which is all allies, but it's only 30% HP and only 30% turn meter. She's got a really nice passive as well, which is a decrease the cooldown of a skill. She's got obviously a heal and turn meter fill there and a sleep on her A1, but I think that Dur the Hungerer might be a good champion here, which has got some really nice healing for the whole team, not just one champion. She also then has a continuous heal for all allies and then a heal as well. So it's like it's 2 continuous heals, but one gets procced instantly. So I think that this champion actually might be really good. Really nice that the cooldown, like the books go straight to cooldowns. And the buff chance isn't like that far away here, which is really quite nice as well. I'm thinking Dur the Hungerer might be a champion that I put in there. Let me know down in the comments below, guys, if you want, if you kind of have got any advice for me there. I think Vrask will be my next 60, and then Dur the Hungerer has a nice revive there, so he could be one there that I bring in there too. You let me know down below. What you guys are thinking. He's got some like little like dolls or babies or something there kind of going on. It's a bit of a weird looking champ, isn't he? It's alright. We don't judge here on this channel. He's also Spirit Affinity, which is kind of nice there as well. We've got like obviously a lot of magic champions as well going on. Obviously I'll keep Demacia in her setup here too, so that she's available for faction wars in Barbarian. But I think that Dur the Hungerer, I'm gonna at least get him to 50, I think, and I think he'll come into my teams there as well. She's got faster base speed, but he, let's compare the two. Okay, so this is kind of what we're working with here. It looks like, obviously, Demacia there has a bit higher HP and defense and speed. So she's really probably a better champion in terms of her base stats. But then again, I think Dur the Hungerer has a better kit overall in terms of especially with the reflect damage and the healing that he's got going on. I think that his healing is better than what Demacia can put out, and his revive is a little bit better as well. Granted, it's not the whole team, but at the moment I'm finding that 2 of my champions go down because I've got my Rhonda and my Kayle in my team, and they're both in lifesteal gear, so they can kind of keep themselves alive. It's the other 2 champions in my Demon Lord team that seem to go down. So a 2 random ally revive is actually quite handy because it's those 2 that end up going, like it's the other 2 teammates, not Rhonda, not Kayle, or my reviver that goes down. It's often the other 2 champions. So that actually might be kind of worthwhile putting into my team. Anyway, you guys let me know down below. Thanks for kind of tuning into this episode, kind of keeping up with how we're going on the free-to-play. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Peace.